everybody, it's Callie and I'm back with another two-page layout today. I have these photos of a visit to a house in Delaware, a historic home in Delaware. So I'm trying to decide what to do, whether I mount those photos on the wood grain paper or whether I use the wood grain paper as my background or that green paper as my background. I have two wood grain pieces. But I do not have two of either of the green pieces. So I'm just kind of taking a look at what I think about these. And I decide I really like them best mounted or matted on the wood grain. And that's because the wood grain really helps the green stand out from the background versus if I use the green, the photos disappeared into it. It really didn't help pop anything off. So you can always go back to the beginning again and take a quick look at that, maybe freeze it to see what I'm talking about. So I have 5 photos there on the left, and I think there's 21 photos on the right if I remember correctly. If I could only talk today. So that wood paper is the crepe paper here and there collection, and it's the check-in paper. And I largely used that here and there collection. I'll tell you when it's not. And I really love that wood. I think I have one more piece of that left over. So the next time I use it, I'm going to need, I'm going to want to feature more of it in the background, or so you can see more of the background. It's got a really cool chevron pattern in it. In this particular case, so I thought it was the perfect background. And really, honestly, I have more than enough paper to survive me for the rest of my life, probably, right now. So if I use 2 out of my 3 pieces like this and you don't get to see the whole thing, it is what it is. And guys, I apologize for the camera shake here that you're going to see. I was scrapbooking in a place that is not my desk, so you're getting a definite shake as I'm doing things because the table was not quite as stable as my desk at home. So sorry about that. You're going to see that here and there for some upcoming videos. All right, so on the left side, and it's hard because these background pages are very close to the color of my mat, especially that one on the left. So that's a map paper, and that map paper is a scenic view paper from the collection. And then the arrow paper there is the tour guide paper from the collection. So all I did here is that I made sure there was one common line to the whole thing here, and that's that top line of the photos. I think you need to do either one or the other, I think, to make it make sense. And then I have that die cut there with the world map on it. I'm going to tuck that in just like it is now. Although it's funny because I'm looking at my layout, and when I mounted my layout, I actually tucked it behind the wood paper instead of over the top, but it is what it is, right? I think when I took it off, I forgot where it was. But that map that I'm going to tuck in so you can kind of see North America there first, because I was in North America for this little trip. So that's that. Then I also used the die cut from that says adventure, and then that kind of baggage tag. And then on the left, there's that other kind of baggage tag, and then the word wander, all come from that ephemera from the collection. Then these are the puffy stickers from the collection, and that's the here and there collection. And I chose 2. One is that arrow, and the other one is the one that says scenic route here. I found a little sticker off the sticker sheet. And then here's another sticker from the sticker sheet. That particular sticker says, I love exploring. Actually, it said, I love exploring with you. And since I was by myself, I just cut off the with you. That made that really easy. Um, I think I changed that sticker on the left. I do. So I want to, it's the one that I end up putting there matches the one on the right, and it says let's go. So I can't remember, was using a wood grain sticker at first. So here I am where I took everything off, and normally I glue from the top down or bottom up. Well, I don't usually take everything off when I have a cluster like that. So it kind of caused me some problems here. Well, I mean, not problems, I figured it out. It didn't fit right, so I had a little bit of a problem with that. All right, so now I have 2 sets of flare because I went through the first set so fast when I first bought this collection. So I'm going to use 3 pieces of flare, that globe on the top card that says Wander. I have the pink camera, and then I have the Let's Go. And I purposefully used that pink camera because I have pink in the world map. So that is kind of echoing what's going on the page to the right. And then the world map and that globe flare kind of echo each other as well. So it's just helping unite the pages a little bit. Here's where I got rid of the wood grain sticker. There we go. And I just decided it didn't make sense to have a sticker that was the rose gold on the right and not have it on the left. I wanted some continuity there. Some continuity. There we go. All right, then what I'm doing here is I added a Let's Go flare on the right. And I did that because there was a little bit of black in that destination tag there, but I thought there needed to be just a little bit more to make that make sense. There is a lot of dark in these photos, so it helps darken up that cluster as well, just a little bit so that it works well with my the rest of my photos and that kind of thing over there. Then I wanted to get a rose gold sticker into this other cluster, and this one that says postcard perfect on it, but it was one long strip and it was too long, so I just cut it in half so that it would fit in that space. So making your products work for you versus you working for the products. Then I'm kind of toying with putting this little piece down, but I didn't like where it landed with that arrow, so I took it off. Then I did find, and I'm looking at the sticker sheet from the collection here, I did find that Discover and Explore piece and put that up there. Then I got a phone call, forgot to turn the camera back on. So I used this alphabet from American Craft Stickers. It's the memo alphabet. And I ended up putting it all down there so that it says Winterthur. It looks like Winter Arthur, but it's pronounced Winterthur. This is in Delaware where this house is. It's beautiful. It's part of, it was from the DuPont family, DuPont family's house. All right, then I found that little chipboard piece that says Travel Day, and I like that, just getting a little bit more pink in there. The only problem is that I didn't like it in the middle. It felt too thick right there next to that already big flare. So I'm going to take this sticker off here and add it in up here. And that I didn't realize that that wasn't straight. I mean, you can see it very easily, obviously, in the video, but I was having a problem seeing that. All right. So I'm getting that sticker down, and they actually peeled up really easily, which I don't know if that's good or bad. So now I like that Winterthur, the chipboard alphabet, works with the rose gold as well. So you have rose gold in the title and also in the 3 clusters. And I was thinking about trying to find like some sort of word in this collection that was adventure again. And this is chipboard, so it pulled my ATG off because I peeled the backing off accidentally when I took this off the sheet. I think that's what happened anyway. if I remember correctly. I just made this yesterday as I'm narrating this, by the way, too, so I should remember that. You'll see this a month later, but... All right. So that's still not straight, and it's bothering me. But anyway, I was thinking about calling this Winterthur adventure. So what this was all about is, up until this point, I had been in 47 out of the 50 states. The 3 I hadn't been in were Delaware, Oregon, and Idaho. And so I was at one nephew's house and going to another nephew's house, and Delaware was in between the 2 of them, so I actually rented a car instead of taking the train so that I could stop and do something, because my rule about being in the state is that I need to at least do something in the state, you know, get my feet on the ground and do something. So I just kind of Googled something along the route, and this house really kind of struck my fancy. Now, the only problem here is that I had to be at my nephew's at a certain time, and they told me when the tours were on the website, but actually they didn't start until an hour later, or the house opened up, but the tours didn't start till an hour later, so I couldn't take the tour. I did do a beautiful garden tour, which was gorgeous, and then walked around the gardens around the house, and then there was a museum right there as well too. So I did go in the museum and do some of those things as well. So that's where those pictures on the right are really from, is my little tour there. So I'm looking at the sheet here, the sticker sheet again. And I found this little sticker that says Discover. So I'm going to use my tweezers. So I do this so that I can see where I'm actually placing it. Otherwise, my hand would be in the way. You know, if the camera wasn't there and I wasn't videoing, it wouldn't be such a big deal because I could get my hand in there all over. But I kind of want you to be able to see what I'm doing as well. So I'm just nestling it in over the top there where it kind of makes sense. And it's over a part of the photo that really doesn't matter. So I like the way that looks, and I'm not sure if you just heard that or not, but one of my cats hissed at the other one. Sorry if you did, they're close. Now I am going to put some twine in my tags here. And I'm just kind of looking at like the colors I'm going to use. That tag on the left there has blue in it, like a navy. And there's not really blue anywhere else. So I'm going to use the blue, like the more royally navy blue color here, to kind of highlight that blue that's in that tag. And I don't know what happened, but I lost that second piece of twine. It'll be interesting to see where that goes here. Because like even when I cleaned up this space, I didn't find it. So I don't know where it ended up going. I can still see it there. I wonder if it's up. You know what? I bet it's, and I looked, but I bet it's on the sleeve of my little half zip there. And I looked on them because I thought that's probably what I did, is I picked them up, but either that or it went on the floor and attached itself to something else. Although then I would have noticed it. But anyway, so see, and now I'm looking for that. And I decide, you know what? It's a piece of twine. I have lots of twine. Still looking for the twine. I thought for sure that I had cut a second piece, but then I'm like, oh, maybe I didn't. See, I can't believe it's gone. And so now I'm just going to grab another piece here. I love that Schmel scissors, by the way. I think that came out when Glitter Girl came out, if I remember correctly. But it just makes me happy whenever I use it. That aqua color has been my favorite color for a long time. I had a car in that color back in 1995 or 1996, I think. I bought a brand new car in that color. So it's been my favorite color long before it was popular in scrapbooking products. All right, so now I have that one down, and I'm going to cut that as well. And I really like how those two background sheets are different. I think that's cool when I can show you guys this, but yet there's something that unites each page from side to side. All right, guys, here's a still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you're all well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye.